Okay guys, so we have two updates for people interested in the real estate market and its relationship to the coronavirus right now. Currently, the government is going to be halting mortgage payments for up to 60 days, and they could extend it out to a year depending on the situation. So if people are continuing to shelter in place and continuing to, lose their jobs, not be able to make payments, wife, husband loses the job, then they're potentially going to extend that. To start off with, they're basically going to be taking your word for it. If you say your wife loses her job, you lose your job, you guys both can't pay, hey, we need to stop payments for a few months, they're going to say, okay, that's fine. And the government only owns, a certain percentage of the mortgages, right? But all the other ones, up to probably 95% of them, are going to be following suit in this. And the reason is, if they want to get paid, they've got to follow the policymakers' rules, and they're going to preemptively do that, because if they don't, then the policymakers are just going to put a rule in place to where they have to follow it, and then they're going to do it anyway. So that's pretty much what all of the people that are insuring the loans or backing the loans are going to be doing in the short term period from 6 months to a year. And then on top of that, we also have the renters being protected on the back end. So if you're a renter, there's going to be, across most of the states, and I'm pretty sure all of them, if this situation continues on pretty much any longer, they're going to make it so that you can't get evicted, during this situation, especially during the period where the homeowners are being protected, right? Because if they don't have to make their mortgage payments, then it's kind of like, well, why do I have to make, why do you have to make your rent payment, right? Which sort of makes sense. You're protecting the homeowners, you're protecting the renters during this time of need, allowing them to either save their money or, if they lose their job, potentially not have to pay, right? But hopefully if you still have a job, you're still paying your rent. So, that's very important, because even if Trump sends out that $1,000, $2,000 stimulus package to try to stimulate the economy and have everybody go out and spend money at businesses and yada yada to keep the economy going, and try to stop it from tipping over into a recession if it is one, that doesn't do a lot for Californians, because in California, when your rent is $2,000 for 1 month and the government's sending out $1,000, it's like, oh well, okay, that's nice. Doesn't do very much over here. In California, it accounts for about 1/7 of the dollars that Uncle Sam collected, the IRS and taxes, right? So if California isn't able to sustain themselves, keep their jobs, keep their homes, and we get hit, super, super hard, the rest of the economy is going to have a very difficult time continuing on out of the recession if we are in one, or just continuing on and making a rebound from this entire situation, because no matter what, this is going to make a dent in the economy that's going to be around for quite a while. Now, California was one of the biggest reasons that during the Great Depression we made such a huge rebound. Just in the past few years, we've hired 3 million people, and that's accounted for a huge percentage of the new jobs, new homes, new money into the economy. So yeah, it's very important that California gets that little bit of relief there to help out the rest of the economy. It's very important that homeowners are protected. It's very important that renters are protected as they're losing their job. And this is the part of the balancing act that the government is trying to do to help out the economy and make sure people are able to stay healthy by continuing these shelter in places and everything that they're currently doing, which, as much as it may suck for small businesses and real estate agents and so on and so forth, everybody, it is for the greater good of the most people as far as health goes. And then they're trying to do all of these things to do the greater good for the most people as far as the economy goes. So the long-term effects, nobody's really going to be able to calculate that, because there's so many factors. There's the emotional factors, geographical factors. Some areas might raise real estate prices, some areas might drop, and then there's way too many things to calculate. But anyways, that's the update for today. Let me know what else you guys want to see, and I'll see you next time.